Now the game is basically not audible. Fuck. Ah, DOSBox, stop it. DOSBox is crazy. Shit, am I dropping frames? Blah. Ow. Yeah, the mumble volume is super low. That's kind of a pain in the arse. Whatever. Anyway, on the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, go. This is Eastern Mind. It is a weird game for strange people. And for the record, the random static noise is just the game. It does that. This game doesn't have the best sound quality in the world, frankly. Anyway, point and click game. Click fast. I'm going to start this off with a strat that I think Slayer of Babies basically... that's the wrong button. That's completely the wrong button. Let's not do that for a start. That's amateur hour. Remove Skype. Alright, sorry. Sorry! I forgot to turn my fucking Skype off. That's one step too far. Oh well. Bloody fucking thing. Don't know why, that thing doesn't move very often. Bit weird. No. Shit. Anyway, this is a new strat. A new route, as it were. That I found basically the morning before the marathon. You'll be quite amused at when it actually happens. But yeah, this is a point-and-click game. It's the strangest fucking game in existence. Jazz freaking out. This amuses me. There's nothing really much to explain. There's really no context here. The old strat, you have to kill yourself at the start of the game. What you have to do is you have to kill yourself at the start of the game, and this is where you click very rapidly to go up here very quickly, and it kills my wrist. Point-and-click game. The place we're going to right now is to get the metal magatama. You need 5 of these by the end of the game. And normally I just killed myself immediately, but instead I do something quite different. There's this guy. He dispenses hints when you click him. Didn't actually mean to click him, that's alright. First door. Second door. Go in here. It asks you to enter your name, age rather, which is, you know, quite the thing. 4 tits on the wall. Shake, 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 shake. Touch too much, you're gonna get real tired. Your body is growing weak. Your ears are ringing. Now you're perspiring. And then you die because you caught an STD. Yep. That's Eastern Mind in a nutshell. That is Eastern Mind right there. The general premise of the game is the quest to get your soul back. And to do this, you must live 8 lives, I think, and complete their goal in life. Right now, we are becoming Bio, the mechanic of which all have been longing for. So we have to go fix the King of Dreaming, his eyeball and stuff. Yes, tits is greater than arse. You're having that conversation earlier. Tits are in far better than arse because they actually let you do death skips in this game. And for the record, the stream isn't lagging. This game just has a completely shit frame rate. The answer to this riddle is golden flower. That's what we woke the king up with earlier. The problem with doing a speedrun of this is that the puzzle solutions make absolutely no fucking sense. Like, it doesn't follow a logic that can be considered intuitive, at all. It's made by the creators of the people who did LSD, so that kinda speaks volumes. Right, here's one of the few places where this run can go horribly wrong really fast. peach glitch, as I call it. Basically, when you get this peach down, sometimes... It didn't happen! That's very good. Very good. Sometimes the cursor will disappear. I can recover from this sometimes, but in other cases the game will just softlock, which is fucking horrible. Water magatama. Anyway, we must now go to the Land of Life. There are 4 main areas in the game, and they're all connected in some fashion, so you can warp around the place very quickly if you know your way. For instance, 2 doors down here. Nope, not toward the... wrong! 1 door down. I need to learn the route better. Warp to the Land of Life, like so. Anyway, right now our quest is to get the Eyeball of Dreaming, which is located here, in the Land of Life. Minken! There's no Wikipedia article for this game because no one fucking played it. I'm the only person who plays it because I think it's weird and wonderful, and quite relaxing, actually. Anyway, we need to go inside the King of Life in order to get the Eyeball of Dreaming, and to do that we need to chuck an ant at his face. He has an allergy to him. This is explained if you, you know, played it, but none of you have, so... Yes, I find this relaxing. It's a zen experience. It's very hard to... well, it's very hard to fuck the run-up beyond repair. Anyway, now we're inside the King of Life, and there's another magatama we can grab here. I can grab these later, but it's better to just get them while they're here. Ah, here we got the double wood magatama glitch. Sometimes the animation for picking up the wood magatama plays twice. I don't know why. It just does. I've never figured that one out. Eyeball of Dreaming! Ah, you see the pickups, they spaz out very fast. Very fast. That can sometimes take several seconds, sometimes it takes no time at all. And now we're back out here, and conveniently there's a warp straight back to the Land of Dreaming contained in the Tree of Life. There's each one of the kings of the relevant land's faces inside the Tree of Life. You think you could transport to any area in the game, but the one area you can't transport to is the Land of Desire, which we went to immediately. Because for some reason when you click on the King of Desire's face, it just immediately fades back. I think it might be a bug of some description, it just doesn't work. I'm really not even going to try and explain the plot or logic behind this game, because I don't really get it myself. It's too strange. Insert the Eyeball of Dreaming with our wrench. We have done! That is what dreams are meant to be, and then we died. Because you die at the end of every single life, basically. It's a game with the common themes of reincarnation. Nobody has any idea what they're watching. This is fantastic. Anyway, Toe. The Disc of Wood. God, chat is great during this. Anyway, the first thing we need to do is go to the King of Life, in the Land of Life. I've tried skipping encountering the King of Life before, but you can't do it. If you try and do the thing you're supposed to do before encountering the King of Life, the game will literally just spit the words in all caps. Encounter King of Life in your face. It's very blunt about it. Very blunt about the fact it doesn't want you sequence breaking. Anyway, that's the Land of Desire, that's the wrong one. See, it doesn't work. You see that? It doesn't work. Anyway, Land of Time. The thing about the area of the Land of Time is that it loops around, so it's very confusing to navigate. I use that fly that goes past there as kind of an indication of when I'm at the Fire Tower of Time, which is where I need to be. Then begins the rapid-fire clicking. This is usually what ruins runs for me, because you have to click very fast. Someone suggested binding, like, click to mouse wheel, but I don't know how to do that in Windows 3.1. If anyone knows how to fuck with Windows 3.1 settings such that I can bind mouse click to the scroll wheel, then please tell me, but for the time being I'll just get repetitive strain injury instead. Anyway, the keyboard. The idea is to enter the 4 lives of the Zogai Rose in the forest, but the keys on the keyboard corresponds to phonetic characters in Japanese and stuff, and they do have equivalent English things that you would know if you picked up the glasses, but speedrun, too slow, so instead I just memorise the fucking combination instead, which is quite a pain. And I'm hoping I don't balls it up. 3 so far, 3 out of 5, so we're going strong. Yep, I think I got them all. Just now I need to enter my own name, because our goal is to register life, and this is the place at which you do so. Life registration is complete. So then we get the registration card, which is needed. And this is one of many death warps in this game, because instead of walking back down the tower and all the way to the land of life, like... yes, enter characters. We just kill ourselves, because our inventory carries between lives, you see. See, 3 errors and our time has been deleted. So, we've passed away, but we can choose to live the same life again. And because we spawn directly at the land of life, so it's faster than just simply walking back down the tower, killing my wrist, and... yeah, it takes too long, basically. And our inventory is still carried. There's this guy. He appears randomly. He wastes a few seconds each time. It's a bit of a pain. So now we can travel back through the forest and conclude Toe's life. And there is a certain way to get through this every time. So this is the King of Life. And we're done. We're dead. We've acquired Toe's nameplate. We get nameplates. This opens up the stamp seal on Mount Tongno, or whatever the bollocks it's called, and that's the general goal of the game. Anyway, now we're going to do Char's life. His head is kind of a guitar, if you haven't noticed. His goal in life is music. So we must collect the instruments native to each of the lands. First thing though, talk to the King of Desire. We've talked to him before and he sent us to the Helix Palace where we groped some tits and died. So we need the golden flower again. This is the only object in the game that respawns, so you can use it an infinite number of times if you so need to. But otherwise the instruments will not spawn in the other lands. Unless you talk to the King of Desire first. And I'm fucking up the inventory. This game is called Eastern Mind, The Lost Souls of Tongnal. Eric in IRC, which I am paying attention to. I'm also paying attention to Twitch chat for the record. But not that intently. Anyway. That fucking boulder. Anyway, this is the least intuitive shortcut in the world. That left statue, it just has a fucking warp to the land of time. That took me ages to figure out, and that's very, very annoying. Anyway, it's sometimes the drum of fire. It's on the 3rd floor every time, but this game buffers clicks in a weird way, such that if I try and mash my way up the tower... and this guy, he appears randomly and just costs me a few seconds every time. It's frustrating. So now I'm 2 floors up. He appears on the 3rd floor. And this guy, he's a constant. He's always there. 3rd floor, you can hear the drum. In order to get the drum out, you play the Bell of Gold. Music begets music. And there it is, the Drum of Fire. The first of the 3 instruments we need to collect. And the strategy here is to go to the lands in the most efficient way possible. Sadly, the Land of Time has no good warps in and out of it to different places, so I kind of have to just manually click my way down the tower. And it does one's wrist in quite quickly. Now I need to find my way back to the start, which is easier said than done. I think it's here. Yes, it is. You kind of just learn these things by muscle memory. Anyway, next stop, the Land of Life. It's the most efficient method. Because the Land of Life has a direct warp to the Land of Dreaming. This fucker again. I'm getting horrible luck with that. You'll see a lot of similar locales. The thing is, for as weird as this game is, it's wow, did I just do that? That was good. I nearly fucked that up. I nearly fucked up the path through the forest, but I recovered. Good thing, too. I can hear another musical instrument. Once again, music begets music. Because this is a completely logical and not at all ridiculous course of logic. And boom, the koto of wood. Yes, we just went into a guy's ear, Stratuken. Although that's quite a bit behind because of stream lag and stuff. Now I can warp straight to the Land of Dreaming. For the record, the giant head that comprises the island of Tong Now, as it were, is actually the head of the lead sound designer, I believe, Osamu Sato. For those who care, I believe he also did the soundtracks for LSD. He's pretty good at creepy noises. Anyway, a door that's kind of locked. You can tell it's specifically for Shah because it kinda has his vague face on it, I suppose. I don't fucking know. That's not intuitive at all. I think this is the one instrument we don't actually need to play an instrument for to make it appear, though we do need to play to open the door, so I guess that's kind of equivalent. Now we need to return with the 4 musical instruments back to the Land of Desire. And I believe there is a Land of Desire warp. That's not the right room. In fact, I think that room will fucking kill me if I step in, so let's not do that. Right here, the Golden Room. And here's a puzzle that tripped me up when I was playing through the game casually for the first time. You're supposed to intuit that this, like, pillar right here is Shah's room. I think you're supposed to intuit it specifically because different music plays at this point. You play music and the door opens, and then you can hold up the 4 musical instruments which are right here. I've no idea why the Flute of Water chose to play twice there, but that cost me a couple of seconds, which is quite annoying. I forgot to put the Bell of Gold on there, rather. And that's that. That's Shah's life concluded. We gain the little box of sound, which plays a wonderful song. So we move on to the next life. We're about halfway through at this point, I think. This game isn't that long, honestly. Anyway, Kai's golden life is to participate in the Ritual of Time, which entails putting out the candles in the Land of Time, so we need to find water, basically. That's the general gist of it. And the first thing we need to do is talk to the King of the Land of Time, because this game does really love its arbitrary faffing around. There's a lot of running back and forth in this game. Kai is the saddest life so far, because he death warps, I think, like twice before his life is actually over in the run. That's mostly because he starts in the Land of Time and quicker to death warp there, and it's also a lot quicker to kill yourself just to warp back down the tower because it's huge and it hurts my wrist to do. Right, now we have to enter the king's name in the computer. Once again, terribly annoying if you don't have the keyboard memorized like I do. So now I must head to the Land of Dreaming. And to do that, I'm gonna... Is there any difference between any percent and 100% in this game? There is no 100%. See, I've killed myself. So now we're back down here. It's way faster than just walking down the tower, and also saves me some wrist pain. So now we go to the Land of Dreaming. We've been there before. It's inside this guy's right cheek. The geography of the Land of Tong now is a bit strange. Okay. Navigate this again. There's a fair bit of repetition. This door just unlocks upon my touch, once again with the kind of vague indication that it's meant for the character. They really could stand to make that clearer, honestly. Anyway, now we need to put this, because it has to be specific water. Not the water that's absolutely everywhere in the Land of Dreaming, but this specific rock. Now to get back to the Land of Time, we're going to kill ourselves again. We're going to touch something. This magatama are sick. I am now dead. It's the most abrupt death in the world. Also, the cursor in this game is fucking huge, like, seriously. Anyway, Land of Time. That's easy. Far quicker than walking. And from the fly, we go forward, right 1, 1, 2, 3, and that's the water. As you may note from the icon on the candle, that was our candle, as in representing our life. So we just killed ourselves, basically. Fantastic. Now on to the portion of the game where all the lives are completely linear. So there's basically the only strategy to doing these quickly is to just click very quickly. At this one, we are now Gyo. Once again, he is to participate in the Ritual of Time, but he's a bit stupid. He likes flying, so you click rapidly, he gets dizzy, he bumps up against a candle, and his own body disappears in flames, and this goes by far too fast to make sense of. Anyway, now we're going to do Zen, who is kind of a pain for the linear ones, because it's actually possible to fuck his up, if you can believe that. Zen, we're in the Land of Dreaming. If you have, like, amazing extrasensory perception, you may have noticed that we've been running past him every time on our way into the Land of Dreaming. He is the octopus-looking creature embedded in the walls of ice in the Land of Dreaming. His goal is to notify change. So you click back and forth. Ooh, there's some change! And said change just cracked me in the fucking face and killed me. Standard stuff for Eastern Mind. Now we move on to Retsu's life. His is about the weirdest. If you remember, and I don't know why you would, but we chucked an ant at the King of Life's face. This is the same ant, so our goal in life is to open the gates of life, but since we've done this before, we know that our goal is to just get chucked at the King of Life's face, and the easiest way to do that is to click rapidly here, because there's only one screen you can get caught on, so if you just hover around there, click back and forth, you'll die faster. And it makes a fucking scary noise, frankly, when you get chucked at the King of Life's face. I don't like that at all. Anyway, now for my favourite life, because it's the last one. Jin. Here's the best life. Just, this is fucking great. We were meant to be born in the Land of Desire, but we were too fat. We died immediately. Our reincarnation was unsuccessful. Our body was too heavy for our soul, or some ridiculous bullshit like that. Anyway, we've fulfilled 9 lives now, so now we are back as Rin, the guy who lost his soul at the beginning, and hopefully the game transports us to the central mountain of Tong now. See, this is the stamp seal. We have 9 nameplates, so we can open the fucking thing. But we're not actually going to go up right now. There's one more thing we need to do first. We need to collect the fire magatama, because it's the only magatama we've not actually picked up so far. A minor detour, that you can't get it unless you're Rin, which you can either do at the beginning of the game or right at the end. And there's no real reason to do it right at the beginning. It's all about route efficiency with this game. Do things in the order that is the quickest. Now we click all the way up the tower again, and my hand is really going to start hurting by the end of this. And this is the only time I'll walk down the entire tower, and I resent it so much. It hurts. I can't... How? Anyway, the reason we're going up the tower is because we need to ask the king of, the king of the Land of Time, or the King of Time, I suppose, for fucking permission to pick up the pieces of our own goddamn soul. It's just frustrating. I don't know why we need to ask this jerk for permission. It's our fucking soul. And now we walk down the tower. The thing about walking down the tower is that there's like a magic spot on the screen where if you place your cursor and click rapidly, you'll move, but you'll also be able to go down the stairs when they happen. And I think, yeah, I've got it right good here. But at the bottom, the exit going down is slightly off to the left, so you need to be quicker on that. So now we just exit the Land of Time. And I think this is it. Yeah, there it is. So now we have all 5 magatama, so we can go right back to the central mountain. and make progress towards completing the game. Here's this thing, the nice symbol. What am I missing? Oh shit. I'm a grade A moron. Whoops. First mistake so far, first big mistake. I forgot to pick up the fucking magatama. Oops. I'm a moron. Okay, let's do that now, shall we? And it clicks, it moves so fucking fast it's hard to click. That was a mistake. That was a bad mistake. I'm an idiot, frankly. Now I can't remember the way back. There we go. Ugh, train wrecks. Oh well, not that bad. Reset. Yeah, that was a fucking mistake. I forgot to pick up the fucking magatama. Wow. I need to keep better notes. Alright, now we need to collect the forces, and this is the boring part of the game, frankly. We must go to each land and talk to that freaky symbol in all the different lands of the game. And they must be talked to in a specific order, which is quite annoying, because it's the most inefficient order that you can possibly go to the places in. The worst order. So first we need to go to the Land of Desire and talk to him here. And get the Metal Force of Eternity, blah blah blah. Then we need to go to the Land of Dreaming, which is the worst place to go because there's no direct warp to it from the... I wish you could do this in any order, I really do, because it's the worst order you can possibly do this fucking thing in. So annoying. This game loves its pointless busywork. For the record, the run is very much approaching finish by now. Because collecting the 5 forces is pretty much it. That's it. The game is more or less over after this. Next stop, the Land of Life, which thankfully there is a direct warp to from here. There it is. It's inside this room with a nice looking tree. And the symbol in this area is hidden... Ah, this guy. Take the left at the first crossroads, take the right at the second crossroads, and it's here. It provides life. And then the next place we need to go to, Land of Time. And the symbol in the Land of Time is really quite easy to find. It's right there. And that's the last one. Now we can just leave, and for some reason my game is behaving slow as fuck right now. Dustbox, you wanna stop being a prick? The run is basically over at this point. I've gotten everything I need. Just heading straight back to the top of the mountain, where we'll get to the katana of the 5 forces. Because that's what it is. There it is, there's our massive sword. No, do not get world record hype, you fools. This is not a world record run. There it is, the Earth Magatama, which is the last Magatama we need. Hold up our katana. That's more or less the end boss, I suppose. No, the end boss is picking up the fucking thing. So evasive. Boom, and then the slow of we need to insert the 5 Magatamas in here. Get your finger ready on the timer to stop, because it will end as soon as I lose control here for the ending. Just need to click past his dialogue very quickly, and that will be the end of the run. I don't blame you if you get the timing on this wrong. I do it sometimes. Time. I'm done. That's it. So that was Eastern Mind. Our soul returns, emitting beautiful light. I'm very glad the ending didn't actually crash. Sometimes the ending just crashes. I forget, there have been people in the mumble chat the entire time and I've been just talking on my own.
Yeah, you talk so much we couldn't say anything. It's okay.
Sorry.
You're having fun, man.
It's hard to explain. There's too much going on. In Tong now, there is no end. Were there any donations during that run? I'm sorry.
There's a donation from mates that says $2 for Donald. Mickey is a shit.
Wow, you're really quiet, Dick. I can't hear you.
From Julian that says
I'm-
for Donald in Castellan Illusions because Mickey is for nerds.
Yeah, for the person telling me Mumble is quiet in the IRC, that's, it is. I can't hear it at all, really. Well, that's that. Credits.
This game just blew my mind.
Was it worth it? No, I couldn't hear that at all, for the record, like... I think you were reading off the donations or something, I couldn't hear it.
I'm scared.